My name is Russell, and this is the Backstab Podcast.
My name is Derrick.
I am Michael.
And I am Josh.
We have like 2 topics to talk about.
Austin's in the back not doing anything.
And Derrick's playing Smash.
Yeah.
And talking to
Derek's
himself.
playing Smash Bros.
Stop it!
Oh no, you said it. No. Oh no, you said what it was called.
What was it?
DMCA.
Oh.
DMCA.
No. No, if he plays one sound, then he's like, that's it, we got you bastards.
Yeah, don't hit the volume.
You make no money off of YouTube, but we got you.
We've got you, fuckers.
Also,
Secure your shit sheet.
how did I miss? That's funny.
You should stop.
Yeah. Derrick just got a 10-minute delay because he just shut it off.
Okay. Start with you.
That was the DS.
Let's see. Apparently the LA USD, the school district, decided that it was no longer use iPads after spending like $1 billion fucking dollars.
What?
Yeah, they want a refund now. Apparently.
What for happened?
Apparently the apps and crap they use don't work 75% of the time. So only like 35% of the students even bother trying to fucking log into it. But they spent $1 billion. I mean, that's.
Woo,
Are they actually gonna press with that?
They're demanding a refund. I'm not sure they're gonna try to sue Apple.
They're probably gonna stick.
Maybe not, but I mean.
Bet you can't stick it.
Well, see, all this could have been avoided, and all students could have had a technology. Google Chromebook. It's like a third of the price of an iPad. You can buy 3 for the price of 1.
Wow.
That's why I don't get why. Even our school district wants fucking iPads. I'm like, why don't you just go with the Chromebook? They're cheaper. Google offers a bunch of shit to schools.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's Apple. It's like it's got the Apple signal on it, and people they think, oh, we can give that to our teacher. That's gonna work out.
Or our piece of shit students that they know are gonna put inappropriate stuff on it.
To an extent.
Apple's the third Reich of technology.
Apple, they have such a walled off garden now. It's terrible. Like their apps are so walled off. It's unfunny.
It's awful technology.
Sorry about that.
Derrick
shouldn't do that.
is coughing because he was gagging earlier.
Hey,
hey. Deep throating. He's gonna get.
Oh, just wait until you guys hear this. This is hilarious.
Oh, this was amazing.
Stupid candy grass.
Jake's gonna bitch about that now.
So I walk in and there's this bag on the floor. I'm like, what is this? And it says candy grass. It's imported from Germany.
Gallery Easter candy grass with candy bunnies, artificially blueberry and green apple flavor. Imported from Germany.
It's like that edible paper stuff.
Yeah, it's like.
But it's blue. And crap.
Think the grass. Like whenever you were a kid, and you got an Easter basket and it had all the little pieces of grass in it that were like plastic
and blue and shit.
Oh, so that's why it just like.
That's
solid.
what that is.
It's made with potato starch and cornstarch.
That explains a lot.
That's sugar. So I mean, it's a big roll of it, and we all kind of took 3 pieces, which is nothing. It's literally a shredder's worth of this stuff, and so not Ninja Turtles. So I turned to Derrick. Derrick's got the whole thing in his hand. He pulls it out of the bag. Well, now that it's in your hand, I give him $1, and he says, "Put the whole thing in your mouth."
I declared the first time.
The first time it was a no, and we passed it around who wants a handful of candy grass?
Derrick really wanted his mouth filled.
No. So it comes back around.
It comes back around to Derrick.
And he before the $1 even gets out of the wallet, it's all shoved.
He shoves it in his face.
It's picture a chipmunk with the big old.
But there's so much of it. There's still half of it hanging out of his mouth.
It's like he was eating a broom stick first, and it was the little bit was just hanging out the front of his mouth.
Yes.
I mean, we still got the bunnies.
Still got the shit on his shirt.
Anyone with the bunnies?
No. Get that away from me.
This stuff is nasty.
I put it in I took 1 piece of that grass and I was like, I want to taste it. You can smell the chemicals on it.
That stuff burnt.
Dude, it glued in your mouth.
He couldn't bite down.
Yo, told me to, and that's whenever it glued.
He bit down on it, and it just became paper mache in his mouth, and it just
At that point, he's still holding my $1. I'm like, that's the best dollar I ever spent in my life.
They
and
get
then he gets pissed off and he throws it back at me. We actually have audio of this.
Yeah, I might put it on the end of this or something, just as a comedy reel or whatever. Come on, it's not that bad.
I think I should label it Derrick's Deep Throat Day.
That's gonna get you killed.
New name of the episode.
You don't know where I live.
We're not making gay porn in this room.
We are not.
It's gonna sound like that though.
Can I have the clip to the airsoft gun now?
No!
No! You took it away from me.
It's got 400 FPS in my house. No, thank you.
Derrick's threatening violence now?
Yes, video games make people violent.
No, they don't.
Fuck you!
No, it doesn't.
No.
I play lots of video games and I probably haven't killed anybody.
Actually, I got another topic now because of that.
Probably.
There's a study that's
I
showing
haven't.
that video games don't even cause excess violence in autistic people.
No, that's actually, Logan. Well, my really good friend Logan, he's autistic. Logan. No.
No, it's out of town.
Yeah, it's from where I used to live, and he has autism.
Oh, can you bleep that part out? I accidentally said his last name.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
And anyways, he played more Skyrim. He played more Dragon Age, and I have maybe 700 or 800 hours on Skyrim. And he has like 3 or 4 profiles that have at least 500 hours on it.
Oh my god!
And that guy is the tamest, nicest. Pretty much, I threw a controller at him one time because I was pissed off. He just looks at me and he goes, "That wasn't very nice." And that was it. And I was like, I feel sad for throwing that at Logan. He's my best friend.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, that is a valid point. He does have autism, and he's never been violent with anybody that I've ever been around.
Video games don't make no one violent.
No.
They introduce the idea of violence into life, but that doesn't mean everybody acts out on it.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I'd like to bring up.
Toys are more violent. You're like, I'm gonna bash these two guys together.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this guy kill this guy, and then you can do whatever you want with toys. And
those plastic army men that used to step on, and they go into your foot, and fucking hurt.
Oh, that made me violent.
Legos.
That made me violent.
Legos.
Legos. You just
AKA
step on it.
Hell blocks.
Just step on it in the middle of the night. It's like stepping on a box of jellyfish.
That's kind of mean to jellyfish, man.
Hey. I love jellyfish, but I mean,
well, here's the difference between Legos and jellyfish. If you get something about jellyfish,
you have to live through it.
Yeah,
Legos will kill you.
Yeah. And then if you step on a sea urchin and you get poisoned, you gotta.
God, those things.
Let's just say it's not a very nice operation. You gotta pull out all the spines and you gotta have someone pee on you.
Well, hey, that could be your, you could like golden showers.
I mean, yeah, that could be
be
your
like,
fetish.
yes.
Oh yeah.
You just go to the beach and like, I need a bunch of you guys to surround me real quick.
I'm gonna go just roll around in this urchin tub. And you go stand around me after I pull out all the spines.
Would it be worth it? Answer in the comments. Would it be worth it?
Depends how much you like golden showers.
I would not want that.
Josh is on his phone just shaking his head.
No, I want to bring this up, but I kind of feel bad because I think the guy's dead now.
So? We constantly bash Apple and Steve Jobs is dead.
Well, Apple's not just about Steve Jobs. You got all.
If you literally said who's associated with Apple, no one's gonna tell you Tim Cook. No one's gonna. Tim Cook. He's the new CEO of Apple.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. He's just like, who? Who?
Oh, I thought they just like split that up between a lot of other people, like they normally do. Like, I mean, like look what happened in the United States. We have this entire thing called a government, the president,
and a company has something called a hierarchy where the CEO is the top.
The president is,
or, something along the lines of pretty much all of our money's in China. But I'm not going to get into politics. That's not what this.
I'm gonna repeat that point a little bit. When you buy an iPhone, only 3% actually goes to China.
Yeah.
They assemble it.
But I mean,
all the other parts
we owe them like $20 trillion. Okay.
Not that much.
That's not that much. Yeah, whatever.
Well, here's the thing. Here,
buy America 3 times over that much.
No. America makes $13 trillion a year, so they a little bit more, and then they can buy it a couple more times.
Okay, check this out. Back in 2007, there was a massacre at the Virginia Tech campus. Okay. And only a few hours after the shooting had taken place, there was this guy that was being interviewed. He was a former attorney for the state, and his name was Jack Thompson. Anybody recognize that name?
Yeah, that's really ironic. Wait, isn't that Jack Thompson?
Yeah.
That guy's a disgrace now.
That guy is a complete asshole.
No, I mean, he like got disgraced out of law.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
not allowed to
got-
practice law.
Yeah, he got it taken his
What
license.
happened?
I
This
think
guy-
Josh is getting at what's happening. Stop talking.
This guy said these are real lives. These are real people that are put in the ground because of this game, and he was blaming, I think, Counter-Strike. Yeah,
What?
No. He's talking about Counter-Strike, a massively popular team-based tactical shooting game that puts players in heavily armed boots of either a counter-terrorist or a terrorist. Where the hell is the connection? There was like two shooters. And they went to his school and were pissed off, so they decided to go kill some people. Where is the connection?
I got another topic now because you brought up Counter-Strike.
Just because you're pissed off doesn't mean you should kill anyone. And even then, Counter-Strike has nothing to do with it. My brother played that game religiously long before I was ever even introduced to it, and he hasn't killed anyone.
Meanwhile, he's been the most anti-video game guy up until his death. He was like the strongest anti-video game activist.
Honestly,
I don't think he died. I mean, I saw a video interview with him a couple weeks ago.
He died in 2013, I think.
No way. I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
Well, you check that while I check this. But
what?
real quick, this guy continued to call, like, he started calling all people who played video games knuckleheads, which honestly I don't feel like is, that bad of a deal. But then he called video games themselves mental masturbation.
What?
Yeah!
What?
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make any sense. The guy was full of just a bunch of nonsense.
I have never creamed my pants while playing Skyrim.
Openly.
Well, you get enough mods, you might.
With mods, but
Console.
Don't play
Base game.
Trenton's Skyrim then.
Good God.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's still alive? Alright, well then now I don't feel so bad. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
I don't
you.
feel bad if he died.
I would feel bad because I feel like I'd be disgracing the
I don't
guys.
feel
Well,
bad
never
about
mind.
Steve
His
Jobs.
own
Okay.
are disgraced.
Yeah, he kind of disgraced himself.
Go
Yes,
on.
Derrick, your hands raised?
About the new Call of Duty that's going to be coming up, it makes no sense. There's two endings.
Wait,
The
what?
last,
So Black Ops
the
2.
last three.
Black
Call of
Ops
Duties.
2,
Oh God, don't
Hold
bring
on.
I
it
swear to God, has two endings. How are they going to...
Done them both.
Wait, hold up. If you, I just want to talk about this. It's a lot easier to edit this if only one person talks at a time. So try not to just...
Everyone just stop talking now. Go. Make it hard on them.
Fuck you!
Well, anyways, Black Ops 3. In Black Ops 2, there was two endings. One, you save everyone, or two, almost everyone dies. Because Menendez is such an asshole. But here's the thing, if there's two endings, how would you make a campaign for the third one?
You just pick one of the endings, and that's the one you stick with. That's what they always do when there's two endings. You just pick one of the endings they like the most, and then they went with that one. So the other one technically never happened.
Yeah, that's what they did with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That's what you were saying, right?
Now, see, I never
Dishonored
played
had
that
two
game. I
endings.
never had that problem with
Dishonored
Any
was
games.
such a good game.
That was such a bitch to get the good though. Oh my god!
It was-
Like,
Dude, I got that
the
good
stealth-
so easy.
I killed I could not get out of jail without killing like 9 fucking people. Like, well,
The-
and
the-
I'm like ultimate death. Like,
The game itself and the stealth basedness of the game, it does stealth way better than a lot of other stealth based games, which is why I loved it so much. And like the art, honestly, at this point, I'm willing to argue the fact that video games are in fact a form of art.
Oh yeah,
That was a
I've always
fun
felt that way, but
Which is what Call of Duty pisses me off because essentially they're taking down the Mona Lisa, throwing some extra paint on it every year and putting it back up. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what they're
problem.
doing.
You're calling Call of Duty the Mona Lisa to begin with.
That's
Oh
not-
yeah,
yeah,
you know what? It's
yeah,
more like
that's just
it's more like taking a 6-year-old's drawing of a clown
on the refrigerator
and then adding a little bit of maybe an inch or so to the smiley face.
Well, here's the thing: is you got the Mona Lisa art, and then you have someone that's literally shitting on a piece of fucking canvas, calling it art.
Whoa.
So I mean, there's room for every fucking game,
Yeah,
even the shitty ones.
I heard about this one guy that did that had made modern art, and he would go to conventions, and one of his pieces was this gigantic just pile of car parts.
Hey, would you look at that?
And what? Oh, that's nice. He showed me something on his phone I don't understand at all. Anyways, he's got this big pile of car parts, and somebody asked him why do you make this modern art? And he says, just so I can hear the bullshit people come up with to figure it out. To me, I made it, and it's just a pile of car parts.
There's
the reason I do it is just to hear the BS people come up with to figure it out, to rationalize why I made it.
There's a YouTube guy who talks about art and says, "Here's 7 bags of trash outside. It's trash. You put it in a fucking art gallery. It's fucking a masterpiece."
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. You just switch locations on it.
It'd be a great
Location.
And to bring up your previous thing about Call of Duty, there's a guy in France who spent 6 months tracking a guy down because he got killed in a knife fight in Call of Duty.
Or Counter-Strike. Is it Counter-Strike?
Yeah, it's Counter-Strike. I'm sorry, it's Counter-Strike. And he stabbed the dude in real life because of a knife fight that happened 6 months previous on Counter-Strike.
You would think he'd have gotten in another knife fight on Counter-Strike and have gotten pissed at somebody else between that time.
Apparently that guy's so goddamn good he's never died before in that game or some shit.
Like, what? That's so irrational.
What's worse is he spent 6 months tracking him down. Then drove 2 hours out of his way.
Good luck
to stab
trying
a
to
dude.
track me down and stab me. I don't care who you are.
Well, we're from Texas, so...
Everybody's got a knife and everybody's got a shotgun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna deny it.
Like, you have a in your room.
Hey, bleep that out. Please.
Okay. So I just cut up to this point for a specific reason.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna edit a couple
personal
crap
information.
and edit some of the bag.
No, stop.
down.
I can't help with the bag.
Put it down. I know it's
peanut
delicious.
brittle.
Make it,
There's this peanut brittle that Josh bought. Oh my goodness.
and it has
gracious.
ghost pepper in it.
Yeah, it's ghost pepper peanut brittle, and it's nice and sweet and tastes like peanut brittle for a solid 10 seconds. And
Can I
it's
please
just
have
it's,
the bag
no,
back?
no. And it's just nice and sweet for 10 seconds, and then it just starts burning. It's so amazing.
Now,
I love it.
Now, if you're wondering why, there's a lot more sound effects. Because Derrick happens to not be out of high school yet, and I'm blaming that. You need to mature, Derrick, damn it.
Damn it!
Hey.
Damn it!
Grow up, damn it.
If Johnny was here, there'd be
There'd be
total
like,
chaos.
there'd be in the back.
That's the reason why
It'd be more
Johnny's
like a
not
clap,
here.
clap, clap, clap. Shut up.
You're hearing something.
Alright.
Okay, stop.
Well, back to topic.
What was the topic?
He was talking about Counter-Strike and that one guy just was done. I honestly...
Oh, the guy got stabbed. Right?
Yeah, I don't feel like... Okay, I think that just about every gamer in the world, no matter if they're on console, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, or if they're playing on the Wii, they all can agree that freaking video games do not make people violent.
Well, some people are fucking crazy enough to believe in it.
Yeah,
but the video games
thing
themselves don't.
It's literally a few bad apples spoil the bunch.
Yeah, exactly.
It is like that guy that stabbed that guy because of Counter-Strike. That's just one bad apple. The most I've ever gotten pissed off at a game was enough to throw my controller, and all it did was cost me $50, so I didn't do it again. So next time I get pissed off, I just turn off my PlayStation.
Oh, the wonders of Dark Souls.
Should we mention the?
That's what made me break my controller was Dark Souls.
Wait, Derrick has something you want to
I don't cold shut it down like you do. You just turn it off, like unplug the damn thing. I actually quit the game and then turn it off through a sequence rather than just kill
Hey
it.
Josh, should we bring up Carly's rage moment?
Oh, today?
Oh, what? What happened?
Or
No,
what?
from the Halo 4 LAN tournament.
Oh, Lord.
Should we bring that up?
Bring
Or was
it
that
up.
a bit too excessive?
Maybe later. We're sort of getting way off topic now.
We've been off topic, and I mean, I don't think it matters.
The
Does
show
it matter
starts
that
with
much?
well-defined topics and then goes to absolute crap.
It does. We start with the topic.
That's
Everyone
part of our
knows the
charm.
dark
Stop
topic,
fucking it
and
up.
We just kind of follow rabbit
Yeah, but
trails.
only we have more than like 1 or 2 topics too.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find anything else to freaking really talk about.
Well, I've been writing a paper for class on freaking video games and making people violent, and it's like, really, everything it's done is just like the people who have been violent have been diagnosed with like mental disorders beforehand.
Well, here's another problem. There's studies
Like
that
my
say
dad.
there could be a correlation,
Whoa.
and there's not. Then there's studies that say there's not. But there's far more studies saying there's no correlation with violence than there are saying there are a correlation. And only the ones that are saying there are a correlation are fucked up
And they don't even
in
show the
some
evidence.
scientific way. Like,
Yeah, they just
like,
say it.
take my word for it, man. I'm telling you, the weed told me.
like that guy who paid me money told me.
Why did I suddenly turn into George Bush? Like,
That was
I'm
a
gonna think
George
about
Damn it, Bobby.
We're gonna find
Speak
her.
English, Bobby.
We're gonna find Katrina.
Turned down for what?
Turned down for what?
WD-40 is the best invention. I like how we actually don't really. I don't necessarily have a Texas accent. I've lived here all my life. Rusty does.
Dude, I'm from Ohio too.
Yeah, you are from Ohio.
I try to avoid it.
Why?
Is it really a
Do I
bad
have
thing?
a Texas?
It's not a bad thing.
It's not,
just
it's
I don't like it.
I used to
I
have a
don't
Yankee
necessarily
accent,
like
and now I have a
having
Texas.
accent.
Michael, do I have one? 'Cause I can't
Not,
tell.
not so much. No, I mean there's a thing there, but I mean.
Well, I have a
if you
slight
weren't
problem saying
from
my R's
Texas,
and
you wouldn't
S's.
know.
I had like I guess a slight lisp when I was really young, so my R's and S's are kind of fucked up. So that doesn't help
I know.
any accent.
I know a guy, and his parents are Russian. So when he was little, there was this little kid that was speaking Russian in America. So he grew up with this Russian accent, and he worked for like 10 years to get rid of his accent, because Russian accents, Scottish accents, English accents are one of those accents that don't go away easily. He worked for years to get rid of this accent. It finally goes away, and I didn't know. So I'm playing with him online. I knew him for a good while. I'm playing with him online. Somebody snipes him from across the map, and I start hearing Russian from over the line. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? And he goes, oh, that was me. What? What? And then he had to tell me the whole story.
Dude, I actually got a funny story about that now. I was on Reddit, and there's a
Oh, Reddit.
and there's a subreddit called I Fucked Up today, and it was a story about some guy who asked the deaf guy, like the deaf guy was British, he had a British accent. So like the guy was like, curious, like, well, what part of British are you from? He's like, my parents are from Virginia. So eventually you realize he's American. He just ended up with a British accent because he's deaf.
I know another guy. I know a lot of guys.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not gay. I
Keep
love
it
the
not.
ladies.
He knows the guy that knows the guy that knows the guy that knows the
Well,
guy that knows the guy
I
that
know-
knows
I
another
know
guy
a guy.
that knows the guy's cousin.
That heard you were messing around. That song. And he had a lisp and like a really bad L, like an S. It was an S lisp, one of those.
Was he Snake?
Hmm?
No.
And
It's
he
Cobra Commander. I'm sorry. Was he Cobra Commander?
no. And he worked on that, and now he has this glorious Scottish accent. It's an amazing accent. I wish I could sound like that. No, you can't have it. It's too crinkly.
It is. Especially when you mess with the other bag. That didn't help.
Yeah, that didn't help either.
It's like you were all like, I want to read exactly what's on this bag. Hold on, while I'm at it, I'm going to take some peanut brittle and crunch down on that.
Let me
while
try
I'm
and
taking
change
peanut
gears
butter.
on my car without hitting the clutch.
Dude, actually, funny story about that. I actually made it up a fucking hill in gear through an accident. I had a push. I'm like, because I kept trying.
Why?
It was like a fucking like a 6-inch fucking hill. I was trying to go out of a stop, and I was having fucking trouble. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just fucking slammed as hard as I could. Try putting like, oh, I was in third gear.
I was in third.
Yeah, I had to push real fucking hard on the gas to get that out.
Oh yeah, stick. Oh man, manual transmission. You gotta love it.
Dude, my car's manual. It's like automatic and manual, but it doesn't have a fucking clutch.
I learned to drive manual with a clutch like when I was 9.
I can shift gears on it. It just doesn't have a fucking clutch. Because it's automatic too.
I need to
Yeah.
get better about driving.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
scary.
it's one of those.
What the fuck happened to you? I want to know this now.
I fucked up this afternoon. I don't
I get
normally
better.
do that.
You like sped through the
He's
light.
like, he's
Although
trying
it was
to make
good,
the
you
light.
sped through like.
He's trying to make the light, and he saw
It
it
was
was
still
green.
green.
He saw it
pulled
was
up-
green. He just puts his foot down. And I hear it goes. I see like 4,000 revs, and I hear the engine going. And he's trying to make the light because it's green. And lights around here on the small roads just do not last. Like 5 seconds at most. They're awful.
I
And they
look up
last
and-
for 2 hours when they're red. So he tries to make the light, and he just gasses it, and we're speeding up, and all of a sudden his mom's going, "No, slow down!" And then because you go over the main road on the other side, there's this big dip, and and the suspension on this car is really hard. So we go to the other side, we go, "Slow down!" Bong! And all of us just hit it, and it just hits it, and the suspension doesn't pick up anything. It is just the worst thing ever.
But
I hit my head.
But I made the fucking light.
You made the light.
Because
that's what matters.
The yellow
I hit my
is
head.
just not there. It's like it goes green, yellow, red. It's just
But here's
it
Oh,
did
yeah.
on that light.
It does. That light and the one by the one on like Berkshire's. That light is awful.
But at some point, someone's gonna be able to find out exactly
blacks
where
to
we
the
live.
back.
We just random information they get from the stream.
they're gonna find out eventually. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, like they know all our names now. Just slowly gonna narrow it down.
And in my defense, though,
For the
in my
Italian
defense,
guy.
I haven't been driving very long.
In my defense, I like to think I drive very well. You've driven with me.
Yeah, you don't fucking speed past stop signs yelling YOLO like Johnny does.
Oh, that ain't no
I
lie.
mean, it is. I do like my truck because it has a V8 in it, and I just, it's a nice feeling to put your foot down and feel some ass go into it.
Oh my god!
It's an amazing thing.
Just
put your
feel
foot
some
down
ass go into what?
into the gas into the cylinders that turns into torque, which makes you go faster.
Like that inverse, like pull my finger off of Cyanide and Happiness.
Oh god, look up Cyanide Happiness. Pull my finger video on YouTube.
What truck do you got, Michael? What truck do you have?
It's that white Pathfinder. It's a Toyota Pathfinder, and it's like a soccer mom truck.
It's a soccer mom truck.
It's the only thing I can drive right now because I'm a peasant. I'm poor.
Currently.
But it is a really fun truck to drive. It's smooth, but it's got a V8 in it. Are you not gonna take advantage of a V8? I honestly want a V10 in something. I want to put a V10 in like a bicycle.
I want a V16. There's actually a motorcycle with a
Twin
V16 on it.
V10s.
It's a motorcycle, a V16. Like that's the entire
That's
fucking
just
bike.
stupid. You know how you would not be able to have kids after that? The amount of heat coming off of that engine.
It's not straight legal.
Would cook your testes.
It does look pretty badass though.
Yeah, I've seen some cool stuff. I mean, here in Texas we have drag races, and you go to Texas Motor Speedway, and they have these amazing drag races. And they have funny cars, and they run on like nitro methane, and they stupid fast cars these are. I saw one.
Well, we do have tons of meth in Texas, so. So we do have a ton of meth in Texas.
No, not that. Not
Oh,
that
I know.
kind. The stuff burns hot. I mean, I'm sitting probably, 50 yards from the start line, and they start going, and I can actually feel the heat from the cars because it burns all of their fields so fast. I mean, I've seen.
We went from tech to cars.
Yeah, I've seen like pistons turn into molten metal and come out of the exhaust. And Josh just left for some reason.
You weren't supposed to announce that.
Well, we just did.
Whatever. Josh is looking at me with this face on through the door, and he's like, "You son of a bitch."
He has
Flipping it off.
Nephew, defendant, nephew, wow.
he has a dysfunction that has to masturbate constantly. So he had,
No,
he had to go do
He's
some
giving me the
business.
bird now. Flipping the bird. Oh yeah. We should probably start talking about something relevant, right?
Oh,
Cars.
are we still on the topic of games, or are we still on the topic of the guy being stabbed by a knife, or you?
We're clearly not on that any topic no more.
We're not on a topic.
But anyways,
anymore.
and Far Cry 3, I thought this was pretty
Far Cry
bullshit.
3,
On
yes.
Josh's laptop, I was playing Far Cry 3. This guy walks around the corner, looks at me, and you know how it has that like hidden eye thing? It goes from being wide open to shut while he's looking at me and just walks off.
That's called a glitch. You use those to your advantage.
Now, here's the thing though.
This happened at Skyrim before.
The dog noticed me. It came to attack me. The guy was right behind the dog. Killed the dog. The guy just walked off.
Yeah, I've had a game glitch where I would just hid behind a pole against somebody. He literally could not. He just stood there with his bow. Just like, I'm waiting for you to come. I'm like, oh, you come around real quick. But no, he just stood there forever.
Okay, so I don't know if you want to wait till Josh gets back to hear the Carly Rage story. From
No. I would like to hear that.
Yeah, just say it. It's fine. Josh is busy.
No, I'm
Josh would add some to it. You just want to pause it. Pause the recording.
Yeah, just pause real quick, I guess.
That's what we'll do. We can cut some of this crap out.
And we're back.
What?
I'm back, baby.
Okay, now back to the Carly Rage story that we were talking about earlier.
Oh Lord, Harley.
Story time, people.
Story
First off,
time.
on Halo 4,
It's
like
like light a fire.
sometimes. Can I talk?
No.
sometimes on Halo 4 the spawns kind of like mess up whenever there's enemies around the entire map, like on Ragnarok. Anyways, we were playing SWAT, and my friends didn't know at the time that I was really good at SWAT.
Love me some SWAT.
And the DMR was basically my sniper rifle. I can't use anything else. The DMR, I was just getting kills one after another across the map. Turns out I was just killing my friend Carly over and over and over again. A couple minutes later, she yelled out, "Derrick, if you don't stop, I'm going to shove a ginger root up your ass." So loud that Josh's parents heard that.
Yeah.
And the house next door.
Like, the house that's literally next door, like 20 yards away.
Yeah.
Through a wall.
What was great about that particular night is I actually remember telling everybody in the house to be quiet because my neighbor had to get up early in the morning. That neighbor, not my parents, the other neighbor.
He don't give a shit about his parents.
No, my parents are like, you're not going to bother us. You're just going to bother that guy over there because he's got to get up at 6 in the morning.
Would you stop gagging?
Would you
crap up all the crap there?
Dude, the grass is gone.
No, I've been coughing all day.
Oh, okay. Well,
probably shouldn't have come to the podcast then.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
It's allergies, man.
Wow, that was an interesting cough there, Michael.
that was definitely a cough.
But, like...
Titties baguettes.
I ended up telling everybody like they needed to be a little bit more quiet because of the guy next door. And the next morning, two people that we all know is Trent and
Johnny.
Ethan. Trent and Ethan.
Ethan, I thought it was
They
Johnny.
stood. My kitchen is 10 feet away from where we are sitting currently. They stood in the middle of my kitchen.
Oh.
I woke up and walked into my living room, and they are both shirtless, and they're looking each other directly in the eyes, very seriously, and they start screaming, just screaming very loudly, and they're like the deepest voice I think they could possibly muster.
That was pretty damn high.
And no, I asked them what they were doing after they stopped, because I just sort of stood at the base of my kitchen. I was like, stood at the base of my kitchen, and was just sort of like, what the fuck are y'all doing? They like both looked at me and said in unison, "We're seeing whose power levels are higher." I was like, what the fuck did y'all smoke?
It was Trenton, so I mean, it is possible that there was some marijuana involved there.
I think it's before that, but I don't know.
Oh well, I don't know.
Let's see how many people I pissed off that night. Let's see. There was Johnny. There was Austin.
I don't count. I was on your team.
No, there was times where I stole your kill and you got mad. You just looked at me with this death glare.
Like the first two.
Put your controller down. Left the room to go get something. Came back. I never found out what you went to go get.
Probably a knife. That's not. No,
So
I just hit a kunai under my sleeve.
I stayed away from him while he was shooting things, and I think I did it again across map.
Yeah, you got Carly.
And then after those 2 rounds, like the first round, she said what she said. And then after the second round, I believe that she like almost passed out and face planted into your door.
She proceeded to faint in my doorway.
Yeah, we didn't know she was anemic.
Yeah, she was anemic. I had no idea. So I just I thought she was just fucking around. I ended up screaming at the top of my lungs. I can't fucking talk today.
No, you can't.
No, I ended up screaming like at the top of my lungs. Carly, don't die! You'll lower the real estate value. Everybody else is like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I was like, "She's just fucking around." She's like, "I need some water. I'm anemic." I was like, "Oh shit."
So what we found out today is Derrick and Josh are kind of dicks to women.
No.
Derrick
I
has
apologize.
a ginger root shoved up his
I
penis.
apologized. Okay.
I continued to kill her afterward like he wanted it.
No. After that,
He wanted it.
After that,
just like he wanted the candy grass.
After the second round, I told her that she needed to be on my team. That way, that didn't happen anymore. And so I just pissed everyone else off.
So what you're saying is ginger root feels really good.
No.
Ginger root and candy grass.
At the same time.
Dude, you don't know how bad that would feel.
Oh, but you know.
Do you know?
No, because she didn't actually do that, and I'm glad she didn't.
How do you know?
I mean, if you remember,
Because she went into explicit detail.
Being a dick.
You
I
know.
love it. It's just a silence after that. So if you look at the audio wave, it's just like.
I don't know how that has to do with anything.
No, she went into explicit detail about how the Irish.
She did it with me when she just like goes into detail with.
She did what?
What? No, she into detail with how a ginger root would feel being shoved up your anus.
Yeah, she also said she put barbed wire on it. That way.
She put salt on it or too or something.
She said that she's just gonna have like, you know how you like mount heads. She said she's gonna have a wall of ginger roots and each have a plaque with their name, like a person's name on it if they piss her off. Like Johnny's is like this big supposedly. Like Derrick's is like this big. I think Austin's mine are like relatively the same size. I don't piss her off much.
So,
neither does he.
George, forget on a podcast.
I'll
Those
forget
measurements
about
were about 2 feet and 6 inches.
Yeah.
Can you get ginger root that long?
You more than likely can.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it's we need Carly on the next
Meanwhile, in
podcast.
Idaho, they have
Yes,
the biggest
we
potato.
do. She was actually
going
gonna
to
be here tonight, but she got grounded. So.
Okay, well, next week we're going to
Biggest
try to have her on the podcast.
As long as her
How big is this potato?
douchebag motherfucking whatever he is to her.
I thought you got arrested.
He's back. He showed up during you remember the fundraiser? Okay. He showed up the second day. He was like, "Hey, I'm just here to drop this stuff off," and we're all like, "What the hell? When did you get out of jail?"
Apparently, the jail system here sucks because that retard keeps escaping.
His parents bailed him out.
What?
His parents fucking rich because those charges weren't exactly light.
Is this relevant?
It is that.
Never mind.
I'm not
Never
helping.
mind. Just.
I'm not I'm not necessarily keeping to it myself, but
This is a very random podcast. Not sorry about it.
this is really bad. Like, but I mean, if you're just like listening to people talk because you have no social interaction yourself, this is for you.
You know, it's not like
I
we're
watch
real
a
bad.
6 hours of podcast every fucking week, so I mean,
It's not like I have any friends.
It's not like it's
What?
bad. You know, it's
I
like
love you, Josh.
what's my love, you douche?
Fuck you.
Maybe later. We're busy.
All right.
all right. It's like
Get
I
the
got
ginger
10
root.
minutes.
I got 10 minutes and a couple dollars.
All right. Well.
Michael's
not.
cheap.
You know, this podcast I don't think is that bad because there's a lot of podcasts that they just sort of just trail off for hours and hours, and they started like talking about potatoes and then ended up talking about politics and.
We did exactly that. We ended up talking about politics,
went
and we
tech.
just had a conversation about the world's largest potato in like Idaho.
So we went tech. Gaming.
I was gonna say they end with politics in Russia.
We have.
So you know what that biggest potato in Idaho is? It's the world's largest console.
Okay, we're back. Okay, we're going. Next week we'll do better. We're keeping topics.
Oh,
Somebody would search.
I
Let
was,
you, Derek.
I was going to, but you guys were like, "Yeah, we gotta get started." And I was like, "Fuck,
The
I don't know
computers
either."
at the high school complete shit.
That was your topic.
You have an iPad. Don't make excuses.
I don't use it.
That's
You're
not my
acting
problem.
like the iPad is not complete shit.
It is, but he can't really make excuses why he can't get on
I
the
played
internet.
Mortal Kombat X on the iPad. I gotta say, no bueno.
How the fuck do you play Mortal Kombat X on an iPad?
It's free on iPad. And it's like
Oh,
it's
this
like the
is shitty
tap
app.
thing.
Yeah, I bought the Inferno. God damn it, Inferno Scorpion.
Fuck yeah.
If I forgot his name, I would have let you kill me.
He nearly did forget, so you know he might be
I mean,
suicidal.
Wait,
Get over
Inferno Scorpion. OP.
I could,
Level
but-
1 and took down to level 12.
Well,
Maybe that
Inferno
level 12 just
Scorpion's like the
sucks.
gold one though.
Yeah.
Scorpion is not. Scorpion will shove a fucking spear in your ass and pull you to hell.
Well,
I
here's the
said
thing.
the level
Unlike
12
Harley,
sucked,
who uses
clearly.
ginger root.
You have your Inferno Scorpion. You have your Grandmaster Sub-Zero. I was stupid enough to buy Nimble Reptile and Kano.
Well, you were stupid enough to pay for an app purchase to begin with, but let's not go with that.
Well, here's the thing. I wanted Scorpion. I didn't know it came with 5,000 other different things.
Well, do you get Scorpion normally?
No.
No, you the only way you can get it is through.
That's as bad as fucking Expo Combat X. They put Goro behind a fucking pre-order paywall.
I mean,
Which is stupid. They'll probably release him as DLC later, but
That's just kind of. But
My hand was here first.
They're holding hands now, guys.
No, we're not. We're on opposite sides of the couch, and you know how you put your arm up on the couch. Well, my arm was up here, and then he puts his arm up there, and he's just like barely touches my fingers. Like, whoa! Get your hand away from mine.
My hand was up there first.
Take him to dinner first, man.
No.
Come
Sorry,
over
but
here,
I have plans for someone else.
Man, be classy though. Be classy.
I'll be classy. I'll get it.
Those chilies.
I want a 2-piece.
That's not
suit.
classy.
That's really not classy, but it's close enough in this town.
Taco Bell is better than fucking
thank
those
you.
chilies. That food is crap.
I don't know. I like those.
I want a 2-piece suit just to be classy because I'm Italian. Would I not look amazing in a 2-piece suit? I look awesome. Like badass.
I think
It might be harder
you
'cause-
look better in a fucking leather cuirass.
I will build it soon, and as soon as I get some money in my pocket, I'm gonna buy Soul Bend and I'm gonna build my cuirass. I have my pauldrons and my vans.
And we keep getting off
Taken
topic
care of.
horrifically.
Well, we're actually talking about like I run that anime club sort of.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Acon in was it June?
June 5th
June
through 7th.
5th through 7th. So yeah, we're definitely all gonna try and be there. We would like to see you there. It's gonna be in Dallas on the 5th and 7th, and I'm sure it's going to move to some other states after that.
Yeah, you're gonna be holding up the sign of BS podcast.
Yeah, everybody's just gonna look at your towering fucking shit.
Yeah, I will be going as Rolo from Vikings, and
Don't you mean Rayloff, not Roloff?
no Rolo,
Rolo.
Like the candy.
like the candy.
They actually named a Viking Rolo?
No,
That
that's an actual Viking.
That was an actual Viking.
Oh. Why'd they name it Candy Rolo?
Because that guy invented it.
He was a badass.
Caramel
and so
and
are
chocolate, man. Smooth. But like, I shouldn't be too hard to spot. I'm 6'6" and I have long hair.
So he basically looks just like the motherfucker.
I'm the sexiest motherfucker in the room.
There you go.
I'd like to think
that's
I
your
am,
opinion.
but I'm pretty sure Rusty.
Reaching that back and get my wallet. Which one's yours? The one that says "bad motherfucker" on it.
Great movie. God, fucking amazing movie. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
I mean, if you guys actually want to talk about games, do you guys? I've been irking to kind of say this. Do you guys like phone games? I hate phone games for
Like,
the fact that I hate looking at a tiny screen and then tapping all over it and not being able to see what the hell I'm doing. But I mean, do you guys like the idea of a phone game?
If it had actual joysticks and not the fucking virtual thing that forgets where my thumb is and decides it wants to run backwards.
Well, a couple of things. They do make a little fucking an actual joystick you can stick on your phone that will actually give you joystick.
That's where I would
That
be
makes sense.
okay with
But
some of it.
you could also just get the NVIDIA Shield, which is a little handheld.
That's what I was gonna say, because then you could just play your PC games in your house with a fucking handheld.
Yeah, but you need a decent, powerful PC to stream it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still not.
And that's a no. That's borderline.
Streaming gets a little bit shitty.
Yeah.
Because I stream from my laptop to my desktop, and it's downgrading. Even streaming from my desktop to my laptop, the quality isn't that great.
Well, the reason I say this thing is because like they
Give me
keep
my
updating
router.
the drivers and it's telling me all the system requirements and saying I like exceed it, so I should be good.
Some of those minimum specs are fucking retarded though. They just like throw them out there because they don't actually want to deal with anything.
It's like the minimum specs. You have to have 2 gigs of RAM and a 1 gigahertz processor, and then it's like, why are you trying to buy a game if that's how shitty?
Oh, well that's people with MacBooks. They're fine. They have 1 gigabyte.
Oh right, we were talking about that not too long ago.
But there's a. I'm trying to remember what game it is.
I found a game on I found a phone game that's called Vector. And it's made by a company called Neki or Niki. It's Nekki. But
Nikki?
I don't know.
Well, you know that'd be in
Vector. Why does it sound familiar?
It's
I
a
know.
parkour game. It's a black and white side scroller parkour game, and it is super fun. It is addicting as fuck, and there's tons and tons of levels. And essentially, what you're doing,
You're running from the cops.
yeah, you're running from what is essentially a cop, and if
So
he catches
it's
you, you
Mirror's
fucked up
Edge?
and you start. Yeah, but
Kind of,
it's 2D and it's a side scroll.
I have
The premise
And
behind the story is kind of interesting because it's like you do not need to make decisions; everything is made for you, right?
Yeah,
and
that,
and
like
he's
that.
He's like, fuck all of this. I'm tired of being like.
And he
There's a
busts
voice
out
in
a
my head,
window.
and he just like busts out of his company's window, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking run on buildings.
Yeah, and he just starts running, and that's how it starts. And it's a lot of fun because you end up tapping them around, and It's a lot of fun just to play something because it's really fast. It is insanely fast game. And if you don't pay attention, you fuck up really bad.
Yeah, and the animations are so fluid on that.
They're very fluid for being a parkour game, and it looks really good. It's a nice game to look at. It doesn't look shitty.
See, I feel like parkour
like
games.
a toilet game.
It kind of is. It's one of those things that if you're just waiting for like your next class or you're waiting for like a doctor's appointment, you're gonna play that in your like where you're in the waiting room.
I mean, it is addicting.
On the shitter.
It is addicting to play. So I mean, you'll probably be on the shitter for a little while.
What was it? There was a game.
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge.
No. I was gonna.
Parkour game.
Mirror's Edge is a fucking great game. I can't wait for the second one because I know that how well they did with the first one, how well they did with the actual first game. I think it's gonna be great. What I really want in Mirror's Edge 2 is fucking free roam though.
I hope they fix Mirror's Edge 2 with the. When I played on my PC, I always got a fucking like a break in the screen like middle of it every time I was fucking running fast. It was fucking annoying.
Mine doesn't do that.
Could not figure out why. I changed settings constantly. It's just a middle fucking line. Like I could just see a line in the middle of my screen.
he's like mouthing 60 FPS at me. It's amazing.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's a fun game. I mean, other parkour games, I'll just go back to Dishonored because fucking Dishonored is an amazing.
It doesn't do that.
Hardcore based, but it does it in such a way that if you were to want to, you could, and it is a lot of fun.
Going back to Dishonored, you were talking about stealth games earlier and how it does stealth so well.
It does stealth maddeningly well.
I really agree with that, and it's sad because I wasn't expecting it to be a stealth game. When I got it, I was really glad it was though.
But I mean, they did everything that they did in the game. They did well. The combat system is very fast and intuitive. Like how you use a sword and you parry and you block in the ways you do that, and you can like lop someone's leg off. One time I was going downstairs. I was walking downstairs. Guard comes around the corner, sees me. I was like, well, fuck, I better kill him before he gets noticed. And I didn't have any ammo for my crossbow, so I sprint down the stairs, slide, parry his sword at the same time, swing back and cut both of his legs off while I'm still sliding. It was amazing, and there's amazing moments like that in this game.
Did you play the Knife of
I feel like
I did not get to play any of the DLCs.
I feel like that Dishonored did stealth better than Assassin's Creed has ever done stealth.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
and if you want to do if you love doing achievements, I wanted to go for the achievement Ghost and Clean Hands at the same time, which is a bad idea because Ghost is never be detected in the entire game, and Clean Hands is never kill anyone. So I mean, if you could map controls, you probably would have had to have map quick save and quick load to the L and R buttons because you're not going to use those anyways.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Assassin's Creed is really not a stealth game though.
It's supposed to be.
It sells itself as a stealth game.
It does, but the main stealth is you get in a group of people and you follow some other dude.
Yeah, you
that's
get in a
the
group
stealth
of
in
people
that game.
And that's why I'm saying it does it so like
the guy in the white hood disappears behind the nun because he looks just like her.
Yeah, it's like I don't notice the guy walking in the group of white scholars, even though he's the only one clad in sword, has a pauldron on his right side, carrying throwing knives on his back, and has a red sash.
It's one of those solid big, black.
I bought one of those big, two-handed axes. So I was walking around with this gigantic freaking two-handed axes the size of my chest, hanging off of my belt, and I'm like, how did they not see me?
Derrick
raising
in that game. I thought it was pretty funny. I got into a big crowd of people, a lot of guards everywhere. Threw one smoke bomb, got every guard's attention, just ran around a couple of times, and for some reason I had a mob. Like, it wasn't those couple of guards, it was just one big mob. Sat on a bench and lost them all. What? Like, they were literally sitting in front of me, and they just ran by me.
That's what I mean, though, is like there's the stealth system in Assassin's Creed. I love Assassin's Creed for the story. I love it for the gameplay. The stealth sucks dick because
I mean, if you want the story, it's slowly getting annoying. That story.
Yeah, well, up to this point, I've liked it. It's like Black Flag was the last one.
No, I love Black Flag. I hate the story behind Black Flag because it was fucking stupid. You're playing a video game about a guy working at a video game company playing a fucking video game. I didn't like.
Rogue is worse. Rogue is 1,000 times worse. You have to hack the computer to play the game. that you're playing.
Well, there's one, I forget, Total Biscuit talked about it a little bit. He talked about some game where they made too much references to, how I win the game. You can, hack to unlock, like, faster weapons and shit. Like, that kind of kills immersion.
Yeah.
And then there's so many,
It's all
like...
about Dishonored. is you work to get your weapons.
And
And
Rogue.
the thing about Dishonored is if you want a challenge, turn it on veteran difficulty. Because it is so maddeningly hard. It's like Dark Souls in first person.
Assassin's Creed's assassination difficulty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mixed with Dishonored stealth system with Chivalry's combat system. They should do that.
Oh, that'd be so much
Chivalry, I don't mind their combat system. They need to fix that shit.
Bloodborne, you need to play it. It's kind of like Dark Souls. Has the same...
It's literally Dark Souls.
It's Dark Souls. All over again. Just...
No, everything has blood in its name. I saw something, almost every item blood in its name fucking somewhere.
They kept the giant rats. They kept all the OP monsters, but reskinned them.
So it's Dark Souls.
Yes.
With one random dungeon in it.
So it's Dark Souls 2.5? Because 2 kind of copied a lot of shit from 1.
Well, they sort of had to, because Drangleic is actually born in the ashes of Lordran.
Well, they didn't have, I'm telling you, they didn't have to copy, like, the big-ass dog. You know that giant-ass fucking rat you fight? That's basically just the fucking dog retextured.
Yeah.
Now, that is literally just a dog fucking retextured.
Sif.
Yeah, it's just him retextured.
I downloaded a mod for that game that instead of saying you defeated when you kill Sif, it says, and then Sif teleported away.
Yeah, because I don't like killing dogs.
I don't like killing Sif. Sif was so cool.
I will cut my way through legions of everything else, but I
that
won't
dog.
kill a dog.
What's funny is when you rescue Civ when he's small, it shows something when he's big, like it fucking tear roll down his face.
Yeah, it sniffs you and it's like, oh, I know who you are, but I can't let you take what's here, so I have to kill you, but I don't want to kill you.
I love you.
I beat Civ a lot. I just beat his leg so he's limping.
It's
I'm
kind
a
of
dick to Civ.
it's kind of interesting though because Sif, wow, dude, but like
Even in Call of Duty, when they
dog.
release the dogs, I just go hide somewhere where the dogs can't get me because I don't want to kill the dogs. I will shoot everybody in Call of Duty if it's a human, but I won't kill a dog. I love dogs.
I hate people.
I hate
love
people.
dogs.
I love my dog because my dog will hug me.
My
ways
dog
that
knows
natural.
how to shake.
My dog loves me more than
Going
anyone
back to
ever.
Rogue, there were so many references to futuristic Assassin's Creed games. No joke.
Well,
They sort of have to do that as a company because they got to advertise the fact that they are in fact thinking about something
they did
to
that
keep you interested.
Bioshock badly, like a bajillion fucking lighthouses. There you guys go. Going what fucking we want with that game.
I played Bioshock Infinite for the first time. Lighthouse. Had no clue what was going on there. Sat in the chair, everything turned red. I'm like, did I just die?
No, you just triggered the apocalypse because fire is going to rain down from the sky.
No,
son
I
of a
haven't
bitch.
played yet. Bioshock.
What?
You need okay. I'm gonna have.
Dude, I actually have most of the Bioshock.
I haven't played Bioshock just because
Bioshock
every
Infinite
time
was
I had
actually...
the opportunity to buy the game and play it because people have been pushing me to buy it. Thank you. I'll take it. And
Well, he needs to play 1 first.
I probably should.
Because this one's just a completely different place. It's not even.
I know
Rapture.
they really do. Just like, well, they can just.
I feel
Those two
bad
don't
that
even
I haven't
intermingle.
played it because it's such a like
The
it's
grapple
such a-
hook on this thing. OP.
No, not OP. I want one.
To me, it was OP.
You can get one. You surviving landing that hard on wire is a different fucking story.
Yeah, no. If you
The hook will be there. You won't.
The hook will be there and an arm will be attached.
Here's the thing. Here's why I say it's OP. Because I could get up close and personal with anything. Like, literally, a guy could be across the map shooting at me and I'm just dodging bullets. Somehow dodging bullets! Don't even know how I'm doing it. I'm just zigzagging. Get up close to him, the grapple hook. It shows the little icon for it, and I just go, break your neck with the grapple hook. Break your arm with the grapple hook. Throw you off the edge with the grapple hook. That's all I could get kills with. I tried shooting a guy with a pistol, didn't get a kill.
Actually,
I had the opportunity to choose between Bioshock and Fallout, and I knew nothing about Bioshock. And I was like, I'm going to play Fallout. So I bought Fallout.
That's a hard choice because they're not really both open world. They're both open world.
I love
Bioshock and
I
would be
love
better.
Fallout. I love Skyrim. I thought I would hate Fallout. I
Uh,
thought I would hate it because, like, I first started playing it. I thought I would hate it because
wait, which one did you
textures
play
are
first?
that's
Vegas.
just like Oblivion. It's
New
like made with the
Vegas.
same engine.
And then you slide around and everything. Like when you walk, you feel like you're just sliding around rather than actually
Play
walking.
Fallout 2, I believe. It's the one before New Vegas. It's so much fucking better.
Fallout 3.
Oh, Fallout 3.
I've played 2, 3, and Vegas, and I love Vegas.
I think they're coming out with
I love
Fallout 4.
Vegas too.
I really do. I really love New Vegas. Probably because it's the first one I played. It's just, but Fallout
Because
is
it has iron sights.
amazing game.
On the computer, on the Xbox, no.
Yeah, it has iron sights on the computer. I mean, on the PC. On the fucking Xbox, damn it. But
Just say potato.
it has iron sights on the potato.
But
You have to actually tell it you want that, because if you don't tell it you want iron sights, it just gives you that stupid little smaller reticle.
Yeah, it does.
From Fallout 3.
Yeah, it
Where's
does
the
that.
options?
You have to go into like hardcore mode settings, and then you just don't turn on hardcore mode.
That's what
It's
I did.
weird.
And that's what I did.
I play hardcore mode because I like the idea that I like the idea of starving to death. I really
Because I'm starving to death. No, wait.
because I am in fact
We're
a
romantic.
masochist. I very much like pain.
He
So
ate,
you want
he
a
ate an
ginger root
entire
shoved up your ass.
He ate an entire pineapple with the rind on. Okay, he ate that.
This is
He
true.
wants a ginger root shoved up his ass.
No, I do not.
That's Derrick. He keeps bringing
I'll
it
talk
up.
to Adriana about that next time I see her.
I don't think she was here to hear that.
It's like I'm a fan of pain, not rectal bleeding.
Chipotle away.
All right.
No, habaneros.
Habaneros.
No, don't.
All right.
Have you seen the South Park?
We should probably stop.
We should probably draw this to a close. I mean, we're already so far off fucking topic
We
now.
are.
Double X to the back.
Last time I saw it, last time I looked at the timestamp, we were at least 10 minutes past what our last podcast
We
was.
will do better next time, people.
I mean, I'm sure we're going to cut some of this out, though.
Yeah, maybe some of it.
We'll stay on
No,
topic.
you
better
do
next
gotta
time.
bleep out.
I gotta completely cut it out because I don't have a bleep sound that I mean, I can get one, but it's a hassle.
Download bleep sound.
Download bleep sound.
And
Maybe
you're
later.
done. Well, see you
What
guys
sucks
later.
about this is that you're giving me this game. He actually walks into his room, gets the Xbox 360 version of Bioshock, and gives it to me. It sucks. I'm not going to be able to play it tonight because I'm working.
I would like to warn you about that game. It's like all of the guns in that are pea shooters. Anyway.
Okay, well.
That's why the grapple hook is so OP compared to all the weapons.
All right, we're
Okay,
cutting
okay,
it.
okay.
We're
We're
cutting
wrapping
it.
up now.
That's not.
I'm Russell. I'll see you guys later.
I'm Josh.
I'm Michael, and I love you.
I'm Derrick.
Yeah, I'm Gerber.
The bane of our existence.
We love you, Derrick.
Again.
Oh, I'm giving him the dollar. Put it in your mouth. Oh God.
Go deeper.
All the way in. All the way in.
You got to close your mouth.
Keep the dollar.
He gives the dollar back, and he's like, "Fuck this."